I feel like you guys are low-key not gonna like me in this video, and I'm just gonna keep it so real with you guys. Only because, look, I know that everybody on the internet always says, like, oh, you shouldn't speculate, like, don't assume things. And, well, yes, that sounds great in theory, but we all do have to keep it real and be like, when you see somebody break up and they obviously don't put out a reason, you know damn well it's in your mind, oh, why'd they break up? Do you know what I'm saying? Which, yes, I know, obviously, at the end of the day, we should give social media influencers, celebrities, all these people, we should really give them their privacy, because at the end of the day, I do think it is a little bit weird to have like a parasocial relationship with somebody in the aspect of to where you would like expect like a response from them, as to where there are some people out there that really do feel like they are owed in a response. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if somebody wants to keep something private, they can totally keep it private. However, I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? Before we even get into the clips and everything, obviously, as you guys can tell by the title, Bretman Rock and his man broke up, which I gotta say, like, I'm really baffled by this one, but I was being nosy, okay? And I went on to Bretman Rock's Instagram account, and I guess that somebody had like posted before like, OMG, you and Justice broke up or whatever, and it was from 3 weeks ago. So I was like, oh damn, like people have already pieced this together. And then somebody had commented back on there and they were like, what, how did you know that they had broken up? And then he was like, or they were like, oh, I had noticed that after they went to Japan, Bretman Rock deleted almost all of his pictures of Justice on his Instagram. And I was being nosy too, so I was scrolling through Bretman Rock's Instagram, and I was like, oh damn, like the only one that I found that he still left the pictures up was from their Halloween, where they dressed up as Inside Out characters and Justice was dressed as the purple one with the wig, and that's the only picture that he left up on there with Justice. So I was like, oh damn, the fact that like people, already went through this and saw that they had already been broken up now for quite a few weeks, I guess apparently since after they had went to Japan. So something went down over there. Here's where I'm saying I feel like you guys are not going to like me, is because I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? I'm not being a negative bitch, okay? I'm being a realist, okay? And if you guys really think about things, if you guys have been around friends who go through breakups or whatever, y'all know damn well it is so rare for somebody to split amicably and for like no reason, and just because like, oh, basically we just felt like we weren't really right for each other type of thing. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? And maybe, sure, maybe I am being messy. Maybe I am being, a little bit, I don't know, probably too dramatic here, but let's keep it real. You guys are going to see the statement for Bretman Rock, and he had said in there that like they still got love for each other. He still loves him. But then I'm like, wait, but you deleted all the pictures of him off of your Instagram except for one, obviously. If you go to Justice's Instagram, on his, he still has all the pictures with Bretman Rock. So I am so sorry to say, it just kind of like when you put things out there like that, it's kind of like, whoa, there must be a reason. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to go through and delete all of your pictures with your partner if you still got love for them, if you're still like, oh, we're still friends type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So this is where I say maybe I start overthinking it too much, but then I'm like, let's go ahead and keep it real. When people say that they're splitting amicably and it was a mutual decision, 9 times out of 10, it's not. Sure, there is always the 10th time to where, yeah, they really are like, you know what, we're just not right for each other type of thing. But then I don't know, like, why would there be, the deleting of pictures? Why is it that on Justice's Instagram account, he has all the pictures still with Bretman, but Bretman deleted all of his, and this was specifically after a trip? So I don't know. I do have to say, I'm kind of curious to see. I do feel like Bretman Rock, I totally just spit everywhere. What's up with me recently? Like, oh my God, I've been spitting a lot. Like, damn. Anyways, I do feel like in the future, especially because Bretman Rock does his podcast, I think that he will eventually open up, but I think it's going to be one of those things at like maybe like a year later. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I do have to say this. I think that Bretman does know that he is so loved on the internet. Like, honestly, like, I feel like, damn, he has really upheld a really good social media career. And the fact that he's been able to keep it going so strong for so many years now, it just shows like his character. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's obviously just a captivating person, a very entertaining person. And I love his content. I love him. I think he's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? It does take a lot of work, but I think that he does know that he has diehard fans. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that people ride or die for him. And I do think that if he were to put something out there, say for example, I'm just throwing a little example out here. I'm not saying that I even believe this, but I'm saying, say for example, if Justice cheated on him type of thing, I think that if he were to put that out there, then I do think that he knows that literal millions of people will go bash him, which obviously is never good. I do have to say this though, before even jumping into the clips and shit. Like, what do you guys feel about that? Say, for example, you're a very famous content creator and you have over 18 million followers on Instagram and on TikTok. Like, Bretman Rock has millions and millions of followers and listeners and viewers. You know what I'm saying? If you were in his position, and I'm obviously, I don't even know necessarily if like he cheated on him or anything like that. I'm not saying that I believe that, but obviously my mind does go there first because that is, you know, one of the main reasons why people break up. But say, for example, I'm literally just giving a hypothetical situation here. If you're as famous as him and you got cheated on, would you put your partner on blast or your ex-partner on blast and say, oh, like this motherfucker cheated on me and that's why I broke up with him? Because I do got to keep it real with you guys. Oh my gosh, I got an eyelash right here this whole entire time. I got to keep it real with you guys. Maybe because I am one of those people and I am trying to work on it, honestly. Like, I really have realized over the past year, and I think that I've been doing so much better as a human over the past year, because if you guys watch my podcast before, y'all know I've opened up about this before, is I am one of those people that when I am hurt, like, I want to hurt the person back, which sometimes is really not the best thing. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are like, no, fuck that. Like, return the energy. If somebody hurts you, hurt them back. But then also, too, maybe it is like a sign of like, no, just let it go. Don't stoop down to a person's level. Be the bigger person, because at the end of the day, it's going to show much more of your character and it's going to show more of their character. Do you know what I mean? Of who they are as a person and who you are as a person. So I get stuck in this dilemma of me and like my self-growth, and I put myself in like, you know, these influencers position. I just filmed a video talking about Janae and Kenny from Love Island, and I'm just like, damn, I would want to be such a messy ass bitch, and I would want to really like put it out there and be like, no, let me show what this person is. Once again, okay, I am literally just speaking hypothetically here. I'm not saying that Justice cheated on Bretman Rock whatsoever. I'm just giving hypotheticals here because seeing all these people break up and see them with huge platforms, I often wonder, like, if I was like famous like that, like, damn, like, would I like put somebody on blast like that? Because I do know at the same time, it's a very shitty situation because you could be sending so much hate to a person. And I really do think that people this day and age on the internet, they take it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for example, if I got up out there and I was with my man and we were like, you know, a beloved couple on like, you know, Instagram or TikTok or social media in general. And I was like, oh, this bitch cheated on me, and then everyone went to go bash him and we're sending him all types of threats. Like, yeah, it's like maybe it'll feel good for a couple days because you're so hurt. Do you know what I mean? But then after that, you'd be like, oh, damn, like, what did I do? Do you know what I mean? So this is where I'm curious to know your guys' answer on, just literally throwing a hypothetical out there, okay? Because I'm just kind of like, damn, like, I don't know. I get a little bit curious and I start thinking like, okay, maybe, you know, something really popped off, but maybe Bretman Rock knows that obviously if he were to say something about this, that it would like really blow up and obviously send so much hate towards Justice's way. Anyways, y'all, I do have to say this, okay? I thought they were like a super, super cute couple. Honestly, like seeing all their TikToks together, I was like, oh my gosh, like Bretman just seems like so truly happy with this man. And I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? As a gay, okay, every time that I see a couple together, like low-key, I swear to God, I really am rooting for them and I want like success within their relationship because honestly, y'all, if you got any gays in your life, like dating within the gay community, yes, I know obviously it's very hard in the straight community as well too, but I have to say, I feel like it's way harder in the gay community, especially because, let's go ahead and keep it real here, you know, a lot of guys are a little bit more promiscuous, do you know what I mean? So also too, because we're living in this whole new generation of like people want to be in an open relationship or they want to be in a throuple and like all that, do you know what I'm saying? So I always root for a gay couple and it just kind of makes me sad that they didn't work out because they genuinely seem so happy. But this is how you just know that everything that is portrayed on the internet is not always factual. It's not always true. Obviously, people are going to want to put out the best stuff. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm that type of person. Like, honestly, y'all, if I'm keeping it real, like, I want to show the real. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I was like, you know, having a partner or whatever, and we were on a trip together and we were vlogging and we got into an argument while the camera was rolling, I'm not going to start rolling the camera in the middle of an argument, but if the camera was rolling, I'm like, I'm leaving that shit in there. Like, what the fuck? Like, we're keeping it real. Like, this is a real vlog. Do you know what I'm saying? If you guys have watched my travel channel before with my brother, like, y'all, we be getting into it on the damn camera. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, we fight just like brothers do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm leaving this shit in there. I don't, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and like, oh my God, yay, we're just so happy. It's like, no, sometimes, you know, you hit a little rough patch with siblings, with family, with, you know, friends, whatever. And I'm just like, it does obviously show you that, you know, a lot of people do, you know, choose to show, you know, the best of things out there. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play. By the way, I'm filming this the same day that Bretman Rock has put out this announcement, so I do have to let you guys know. I was already nosy and I did already go to Justice's Instagram account as of, you know, the time of me filming this video. He has not put out a statement yet, although people are already commenting underneath his post like, OMG, what did you do? I gotta say, this is where I say, yes, I know it's bad, okay? Yes, I know it's bad to speculate, but obviously you guys are going to hear Bretman Rock and say that he's like, no, it's amicable, like we, still have love for each other. But then I'm like, well, why would you delete all your photos immediately of the person? Do you know what I mean? Like, look, I totally get it. I feel like within due time, absolutely. Like, honestly, y'all, I had pictures of my ex up on my Instagram and videos or whatnot saved to my stories and whatnot for a long period of time. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we were still like talking as friends. But then, I want to say probably about, as I was like, okay, I'm super over this. Then I deleted them. I just feel like when you do it so soon, to me, okay, and maybe I am misreading the situation or maybe I just view the situation differently only because I've been, friends with a lot of people who went through breakups and shit like this. I feel like if you had something bad happen, then bam, you were like, let me delete all these pictures because you're like, I don't want to see this person up on my page. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm like, oh. But also, I do feel like he did obviously feel the need to address this because people were piecing together like, wait, like you posted for your birthday, but then he wasn't there. So obviously it was like, oh, clearly something is up here. And then he deleted all the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I want you guys to go ahead and check out this clip and obviously pay attention to his wording about it because I really am curious to know if I am, overreaching here or if I am, slightly overthinking it, I guess, because I don't know. I just always feel like when people say stuff like this, I feel like they're just trying to be nice. And I feel like they're like, you know what, let me just go ahead and not put the truth out there. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I think I would just be a messy bitch. Check this out.
Hey guys, this video is extremely hard for me to make, so please bear with me. I understand that I've always shared my life with you guys, my day-to-day, my family, down to my relationship, and since a lot of you guys have been asking in the comments and DMs where justice is, I just wanted to quickly address that we are no longer together. It was a mutual breakup, it was amicable, and there's one thing I want to get out of the way, it's that we are still friends, we still have love for each other, and I do believe that if divine timing, if we're really meant for each other, then we will find each other again, and that's exactly how we found each other this time anyways. So I just wanted to say that I still love him, we're still friends, everything was a mutual mature understanding. If there's one thing we both valued at the very beginning of our relationship, it's our mental health, it's our self-love, and it's our communication, and that is something we valued all the way until the very end. And if there's anything I do ask, I would just ask for some privacy, some time to process everything. Please don't point the finger at anybody. This was truly just two adults that really came down to a conclusion that this isn't something that we want to do, but it is something that we need to do for our mental health. Like I said again, that was something that we truly valued, and this time we just want to focus on ourselves. And like I said again, who knows what the future will bring. But right now, I'm locked in on myself, and yeah, I would say this is my self-love era, but girl, I always have loved myself, so period. So yeah, just give us time. It's all up.
So there y'all saw from right there. He's being super, super sweet about it. But I do have to say, I feel like Bretman Rock, honestly, look, I've been doing commentary and drama on my channel for 6 years now. It's been so damn long. And I have never talked about Bretman Rock like in any type of drama. I feel like he has always been so sweet, so pure, so kind. I feel like throughout everything in his popularity, like he is actually one influencer where I'm like, damn, like he really did it right. Like he's super, super famous and has maintained, his, good image and good rapport, amongst all the other creators and everything like that. So I do have to say, I think that he is a very sweet person, but me being the nosy bitch that I am over here like, I really do wonder like what went down. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I still think at the end of this, I'm like, I don't know, like for him to delete the pictures right away. And as that person had commented, they commented that shit 3 weeks ago, for them to say like, oh, like, he deleted all these pictures right after Japan. It's kind of like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to think that maybe something went down in Japan. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I am overthinking it. Maybe I am reaching, and maybe they really are like, you know what? We're just not right for each other, and they really just, decided to, separate. I do have to say this though, I was being nosy and I was like, oh, let me see if he still follows him, and Bretman Rock still follows Justice and Justice still follows Bretman Rock. So I guess maybe they will, keep some type of rapport like that. And hey, like I said, I could totally be wrong. I have been wrong before and I will be wrong again. Okay. I feel like maybe, maybe they're really just like, hey, we're not right for each other, but I don't know. Something in the back of my mind is like, something went down. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.